following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from Tasty Minstrel Games. Hello and welcome to another special unboxing episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad, and today, with the help of my buddy Chris, we are going to unbox Gugong from Tasty Minstrel Games. Now, this is a game where we're going to be members of a Chinese family. We're going to be traveling around, and we're going to be given gift cards. Now, these aren't the kind of gift cards you're going to be able to take and go to like Steak and Shake or Best Buy or Walmart or places like that. They're a little bit different. So we're going to open it up, we're going to take a look at it, and we're also going to compare it to the Deluxeified edition. So check it out. So you see two copies here on the table. This is the retail copy, and this is the deluxe edition. Now, I'm with my buddy Chris, and Chris, we call him the king of bling. So he usually goes for the deluxe editions of games and such. So it's really no mystery that Chris has the Deluxeified version. So you can see this actually has a sleeve on here. It's kind of, what do you call this, embossed. Looks really nice, nice sharp. The artwork on the retail version is pretty nice too. So we're going to come back to this, but we want to show you what you're going to get in the retail version. Now, I just got this the other day, and I noticed on the top it has some cards taped in this little plastic sleeve here. So I'm going to let Chris talk about these because Chris already knows what these are.
Yeah, so, and I don't know if the retail actually includes these or if you have to dig those up after the fact and they just sent them to you as part of the review. But there were some misprints. So some of these cards were printed incorrectly originally, so there was a second print run done, and so they've included that. And in the retail version, one of the... I forget what they're called, but the tiles were printed incorrectly, so they've corrected and sent you the corrected versions.
Yeah, and Chris is actually, you've played this once, twice?
Twice.
3 times, lady? So you can see that's what the front of the box looks like, and we'll flip it around and we'll show you quickly. There's what the back looks like. So let's go ahead and open this up. Okay. So we got a little cardboard piece there to keep everything from sliding around. This is a good sized board.
Yeah, it's a 6-panel board.
I remember seeing the pictures from your game the other day. Oops.
Yep, it's an odd fold.
Well, as long as it helps not have the problems of some of the other big boards. You can see exactly how big that is. Would you say that's Ticket to Ride size?
Yes.
So to give you a little comparison there. So you can see it's really good artwork on there. That looks pretty cool. And was there anything on the back? It is double-sided.
Correct, for player count.
So this side here is for 4 or 5 players. A little indicator down here at the bottom. And you'll see, I'm assuming that's for player count as well.
It is. That's the Great Wall build.
The Great Wall build. And then we'll show you, here is the back side. And 1 to 2 players and 3. And again, down at the bottom, which you can't see on the in view, but you can see it says 1 to 3 players there. So looks really cool, and it's pretty thick board too. So good production quality on that. So we got our rule book here. Do a quick flip through there. Game materials and setup. Overview, gameplay, gift card actions. Very colorful rule book. List of travel tokens, talking about the jade. List of decrees. The Grand Canal and the Double Servant. The Night Phase, and then tips, expert variant, and a solo variant. So those of you who like solo games, there you go. And you can see the rest. So actually a pretty good size rule book.
And it's actually put together pretty well.
Then we've got our punch-out boards here.
Decree tiles, travel tiles, boats.
You can see the back there. So just put that aside. Here's some more. And again, you can see here's jades. And then we have a bunch of baggies, but you know me, I'll probably Gerberize this game. We got just standard wooden cubes, a little bit bigger than the normal little marker cubes, but probably not too much bigger. We got another cardboard insert here. Something's in here. So open this up. All right, so we have, not really sure why this was in the cardboard. We've got some other markers, some wooden markers. These are the double ones.
Double servants.
Double servants. You got your little meeples that would go up that little track in the middle of the board, because I remember seeing the little outline there. We've got our maybe score markers.
Those are the intrigue markers.
Intrigue. So these are all your basic wooden components. Here, I gotta open these up because these look kind of cool.
Yeah, those are your travelers.
So one looked like a unicorn there for a minute, but little guys on horses. Now these are player colors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I gotta ding them already because no green. You know, I ding every game that does not have green as a player color. That's just simply because I am always green. And we got some dice here. Take a look at those. So 3 dice. I actually kind of like the font style that they use for the numbers on there. Those look kind of cool. Rounded edges, and these are just painted wooden dice, I think.
They are, and they call them destiny dice, and you're going to roll them, and basically they're lucky numbers. So at the beginning or the end of a day, you're going to match those numbers with cards in your hand, and you may get extra workers for if you match the correct numbers.
And then lastly, we have a deck of the gift cards. I like the fact they call them gift cards.
Gift cards.
You know, I want to see, is there a Best Buy gift card in here? Or, you know, Walmart? So just kind of show these off. So you can see there's like a musical instrument. And the numbers are significant because that comes into play when you play these on the different locations. But you can see they have basically like the same kind here. And here's the 2 7s. So how does this match up with the, which one was like the misprint here? Or is it because there were 2 of the same?
2 of the same.
Okay.
I believe.
So we have, yeah. So like here's the 8s, you can see that they're different. So the 7s are the same. So take one of these out and replace it with that. There's our 6s, 5s, 4s, 3, only 1 3, or are they all just kind of mixed in?
Yeah, you get a random set, not a random set, but there's a specific set of numbers for each player in player order, and you'll have a different set of values than the other players at the table.
I'm kind of going through these a little quick, but because there's multiples of that one there, I have to figure out exactly which one to replace it. Now, I will say that there was no paperwork or anything with the corrected ones that I got, and I did not see anything on BGG that really told you much about it. So I'm hoping that through the course of people getting this, that there's more information out about which card that is exactly supposed to replace and so forth.
Yeah, I think the majority of that information is just on Kickstarter at this point.
Gotcha. And then we have these cards, which not sure what these are.
The solo play.
Solo play cards, okay. So you can see these. Pretty good linen finish on these cards. So they look nice. And the back of the card looks kind of cool too. Now the back of the gift cards look a little bit different, but still kind of neat. I kind of like that silhouette. Kind of gives it a little mystery, so to speak. And then we have player boards. So I'm assuming these are. Yep, there's the different colors there. So red, Chris is always red. So Chris has his color. If Megan ever plays this, she has her color blue, or she'd probably actually choose this purple color. I don't know what color I'd be. There's the other one. If Chris isn't playing, I'd probably play as red. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I'd just be the average white guy here. Take the white player color. So that is it for the retail version. So what we're going to do next is we're going to show you what the upgraded components look like in the Deluxified edition. So I'm going to let Chris do most of the talking since he's the one who has the deluxe version, so he knows what the upgraded components and such looks like. So go ahead, Chris.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about the cover and the sleeve a little while ago. So as you open the box, the first thing that you see is they have the nice game trays inserts for each of the player colors.
No green.
No green, still. And then within the game trays, you'll see that the individual servant pieces, instead of blocks, are now the shaped pieces. The double servant was a double block and is now a shaped piece. But the traveler icon and the intrigue track and the palace markers are all the same. But one of the other changes that you'll see on the player board is that the ships are now have 2 layers to them. When you create a ship and during the game you actually play through, you're going to place a maximum of 3 workers on the boats. So the double layer keeps the 3 pieces in place.
Pretty nice.
The next thing that you'll notice is instead of the cardboard tokens, the jade is actually the glass marbles. So
and that would be easy enough to upgrade if somebody wanted to, because
absolutely
you could find those at probably any craft store.
The next upgrade are the travel tokens, which were cardboard in the original, are now wooden, thick wood with screen printed or printed gloss printed pieces or gloss printed graphics. And the mandate tiles are the same. They have a nice finish to them. Still has the same feel. Doesn't do a lot other than they're just much more durable, and
they're raised so they look nicer.
Next we have the first player marker. Cardboard becomes the metal coin, and then you have the temporary or the marker to indicate you're going to be first player next turn. Is again a nice thick metal coin.
And here they're just the normal cardboard there, so you can see that. Definitely, that's an upgrade.
Absolutely. The last item that we found is the round marker. We didn't see in the retail version any round marker. It's possible we just missed it in the box. But in the deluxe version, it's a nice metal lantern. I don't know how well that comes across on the screen, but it's actually a really nice little metal piece. So those are the basic differences. The player boards appear to be the same. So you have the same shape, same cutout, single layer, no dual layer to hold anything in place. The notches for your workers when they come off the Grand Canal.
Let's see, are those actually a little thicker maybe?
Let's take a look.
Yeah, they are.
Yep, they are.
Quite a bit.
So the board, it's possible the board is a little bit thicker as well. It's hard to tell. But the last thing that I'll point out here with the deluxe version is they do have a nice insert where all the pieces fit nicely. Again, I believe that's a game trays design.
And what's this?
That's the location for the...
No, in there. Oh, that doesn't come out.
Nope.
I thought it was a little black token there.
So those are the main pieces, the main changes that I'm aware of.
So there is a difference in the thickness of the game boards too. This is the retail version, and this is the deluxe version. So you can see it's actually about an extra 2-panel thick there.
So another difference that we've identified is in the rulebook. You'll see that the rulebook here is labeled Deluxe Edition. And if you open the rulebook, you'll see that the examples and the screen or the detail pictures actually show the deluxe pieces in the deluxe rulebook, as opposed to the cubes that were in the standard retail edition rulebook that Tim was showing off.
So that is a comparison between the retail and the deluxe edition. Chris, any final thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think they've done a really good job. The retail edition looks beautiful as well. I like the deluxe edition, and I like the upgrades that they've made to it. But the retail edition is a really nice looking retail edition.
Yeah, and I think with the the extra thick components, the wooden pieces, and that snazzy little lantern thing to mark the day, I think is really kind of cool too.
Absolutely.
So that is Gugong, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.